Every day we come on your screens, then you see us do some text, then to go here, some will pass here, like they are all over the place. Like, what's up? What is happening? What is happening? What is it? Then all the time we do this, we do that. Like, why? Why are we doing all of this? What is it? So today, I want us to talk about what animation is, what motion graphics is. It's going to be something very short, as we always do, right? So let's go on. When we say animation, what we are trying to say is animation is an art. If we say animation is an art, I guess you know what that means, right? If you don't know, then I think that should be your homework. Yeah, you should know. You should know. Yeah. So animation is an art of making a still image move in a systematic way. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is very simple. So when I say still image, it's just simple. A still image is a picture. It doesn't move. It cannot move. You understand? So let's say this mouse. This mouse is a still image, and it's here. For animation to take place, the image has to move from one point, let's say point A to point B, and the distance or in between the points is what is the movement. I hope you get it. So for this to move from here to here, something has to be done. You can't just move because it's a still image. You cannot do anything. So as an animator, what you have to do is you have to animate the still image. Let's say you have 50 still images. You have to animate them in a systematic way. One, two, three, four. You have to do it till you get to the last picture. So that is, if you see something move like this, the animation or the frames that it's being used to do that animation is not something you can even joke with. Charlie, no be easy, oh. But you see it on the screen, something simple, then you see this is nice. So then sometimes you even do the animation, and clients will be like, "Oh, this one is too some way. This one, why don't you do like this? Like it's easy," but they don't know. Sometimes the stress we go through, like sleepless nights to get some animations, and sometimes you have to render like overnight. And then it's an client no onya work no. You understand? So sometimes you just leave the machines overnight. Say esaya yaboka yebab. Yeah. So that is it. You have to move. Uh, I'm just going over again. So um, an animation is uh movement. Basically, animation is movement of still images from one position or from one point to the other in a systematic way. You understand? It's very simple. So an example is moving this one from here to here. The distance animation. Yeah. So as an animator, some of the questions you can ask your client is how should the person walk? Maybe you are doing character animation. How should the person walk? How should the facial expression be? Should the person be happy? Should he be sad? Like, that kind of a thing. Ning na animation. For you to do like this, it's animation. You understand? So these are some of the questions you can ask your client as an animator. So let's move on quickly. We move on to motion graphics. So motion graphics basically is motion graphics is also an art though. So you have homework. Oh, if you don't know what art means, go and find out. So motion graphics is an art of animating graphic design elements such as text, logos, shapes, and what have you. So that one it's self-explanatory. So let's assume that you have like this one. You have Harry J Multimedia, and you have a plain screen, but you have to animate the text in a way that it will communicate to the one watching. Maybe let's say you are using shapes to do explainer video for kids, or explainer video for maybe a group of people, a particular group of people, you should know how to do the animation. So all that shapes you see, that one, they are motion graphics. You can animate your text, your logos, and all of that. So as a motion graphics artist, some of the questions you can ask your client is, um, how should the logo appear? Should it be revealed? Should it bounce? Should it, like, that kind of a thing? So as a motion graphics artist, that's one of the questions you can ask. The next question could be, um, or let's say, how should the text come in? Should it flip? Should it be dissolved? Should it be zoomed in? Should it be, that kind of a thing? So basically, motion graphics and animation are all movement. We are moving something from one point to the other. So they work hand in hand. You can't do this and leave this. You can, but just know when to say motion graphics and when to say animation. That is all. So I hope you have learned something today. Yebekasa. Why?